Hey everybody, One of Weezem here at 11:15 p.m. Wednesday, August 20th, 2014. Been a while since I've actually gotten to record any real gameplay. Been out of town, been super busy at work. I've got everyone done except Fire Kraken, and then I think a couple of the special characters. And then of course, the returning characters, your series 2s, 3s, things of that nature. Why didn't I do Fire Kraken in line when I did the others? I was waiting on Jade Fire Kraken. Jade Fire Kraken came. I was, at that point in time, heavily involved with the Newlanders. That's a slightly different setup, so I just kind of put it off, and that is now happening now. So, we're not going to do anything yet. I just did that so you don't have to listen to Gordon talk. Fire Kraken, very, very popular. He might be the least appealing of the swappers to me. That has nothing to do with why I did him last. Again, it was just Jade Fire Kraken. If Boomjet would have had Jade Boomjet, I would have been the same thing with him. Even at E3, the people that were out there I talked with, Fire Kraken always came up, and granted I have not upgraded him. I like to go through the game box stock with people. So I'm going to get to kind of maybe see if that changes it. Like I always say, if you hate a Skylander or you do not like them or you think, man, I wish I would have bought that, go ahead and upgrade them because that generally changes your perspective on things. But where we were at up top, he's got Sparkling Strikes. Now the thing about this, it's actually fast and it does pretty significant damage box stock, which either means one of two things. What's coming is all going to be charged up and take a long time, or it's probably barely going to be enhanced. If it's the third option where it gets bumped up from 34 to 51, I will be a very happy person. So, gonna go ahead, come in here. Where's my spreadsheet? Yeah, it's been so long I forgot the exact amount that it takes to upgrade a swapper. That's 11,568. So I need my other spreadsheet. Here it is, and we're gonna go ahead. I'll show you Sparkling Strikes, 34 to 51. You kind of just hold the button, if you will, but again, it is quick, so I like that. Now this next attack, A button on the Wii, you get your secondary attack, legs, primary, whatever you want to call it. You can do that, and it's going to do 10 damage. You can press it again, and it'll do 10 damage. And then if you, in succession, press it 1, 2, 3, you're going to have a third time that'll do 25 and shoot off a firework. So right there, you see the firework. But if I stand and hit this guy, one of these surrounding dummies should also get hit with the fireworks. So we'll basically do 50 on that last one. Okay, so that's news to me. 3x, I'm trying to think how to word this. So 1 and 2 equal 10 to 15, and then third equals 25 to 30. So I did not know that. I guess I should have. It's been a while since I've done anything, but that should make sense to you. If not, watch the video. It will. But again, right there. Let me get closer. There we had it. You saw the 25 by the guy I'm standing in front of, and then it offset over here. 25 as well. So, his speed is at 43. He's one of those characters I feel like is not at 43. Maybe some of the ones at 43 should be higher. Maybe some should be slower. He's one of those ones that does not seem like he's at 43. That said, maybe things will change here, so we're going to come in. This is base upgrades only, essentially. So, Dragon Parade for 192. Bear in mind, I've got the 18 Wing Sapphires, 36% discount. Hold X. Interesting, you hold it. That's our tertiary attack right off the bat. To run around in a Dragon Parade costume, knocking back and damaging enemies in the way. So, go ahead and pick that up. I remember a simple time when you didn't knock back enemies, you just did damage to them. Anyway, Glow Stick is up next. Now, some of his stuff I think will definitely look cooler. Pay attention to that baton in the background. It may change here. Press Y, that's our primary button here, to swing a new staff that does increased damage. Price is $5.12. So I'm thinking minimal damage increases. Could be wrong. And Rising Fountain, I think we can get that. 640 is the price. Hold Y to charge a staff attack. Release to cause a large explosion that knocks up. That could have been worded differently. Large explosion that knocks up and damages nearby enemies. Price is 640. We'll go ahead and pick that up. Alright, so now the Showcase and the Magnificent Parade, they're coming later. My thoughts are, unless I really, something crazy's happening on my phone. Twitter notification, okay. If I really love Dragon Parade, maybe I'll rethink it, but tentatively I'm thinking Magnificent Parade to this guy, and then for the special Jade Fire Kraken, I'll do the Showcase. So, that's it, we'll back out of here, we gotta check this stuff out. So, I'm actually gonna do Dragon Parade last. He's still ridiculously slow. Really makes you miss heroics, because that would easily be correctable, and I would do that with all of my characters before I upgrade them. Anyway, Glow Stick. We were doing 34 to 51 with our magical staff here. So that's better than I thought. 44 to 66 on the side. I was going to tell you it should be 66, but then you got to see it. So critical hit, not a frequent thing there apparently. Rising Fountain. We've got a hold Y that'll charge the staff, and then we'll release it to cause a large explosion that knocks it up and damages enemies. Mr. Sheep. Okay, so that's a cool animation at least. He moves, I think, quicker. Okay, so you get the idea. Getting the sheep is a great showcase.
Never play with fire.
What did that say? 120 something? That could be the critical one. Yeah, so that was an 85, I think. So 85, what would we be looking at? It's been a while since I've done this. 85, half of that would be what, 42.5, which would be essentially 43, which would be 128, which does sound familiar. That's pretty awesome. Now let's get a time count on it. Okay, like a tick over 2 seconds. So I'm gonna add that in there. That is important. So that's actually way better than I anticipated. Again, this is why I tell you to upgrade these Skylanders. You're not that sure about. Now the thing that I have no clue. This is what everyone talks about. It's Dragon Parade. So we don't press X. Actually, I did, and it just doesn't last long. So you could theoretically press it, but you'd look like an idiot. Hold the X button, you'll run around as a dragon costume, knock back, and damage enemies. So, pretty cool music. Wow, is that all you get out of it? 4 seconds? That's weak. I don't know if you're like invisible while you do that. Yeah, I'm not impressed. 4 seconds. It's 18 to 27 should be the crit number. 4 second time, which is not cool. That should be upgraded significantly, I would think. Yeah, it lasts longer in Year of the Dragon. Oh, Year of the Dragon. I'm reading ahead here in the strategy guide. It'll do increased damage, last longer, and reduces damage taken while active. So you're not immune from damage. Now, if you were immune from damage for the 4 seconds, I'd be all for that. But as is, it's like you just kind of get into the music and then it's over, you know? It's like an escalator ride or something down from an apartment to a deck or something. But that's that. That is the base. Oh, no. I do the entire base upgrades, don't I? So yeah, that's right. 5 videos, that's how that would pan out. So that was the topic. And now we're going to pretend like I didn't say that and go right into the bottom. Alright, so first one is Show Off. Now the cool thing here, all of these look like they're aesthetically pleasing, so I'm excited about that. 192 is the price. Press A 3 times to shoot 3 colorful projectiles at once. I will assume Start the Show is still going to function with that one. I'm not for sure. Let's go ahead and Kraken up. This is actually, it's a practical attack. 512 is the price with our discount. press B to jump, throwing down fireworks and damaging nearby enemies. So that's, even if it's minuscule, just anytime you jump you'll have it, so I can't argue. Looks like he's enjoying himself there. The big one for 640, hold A for a short time to light a timed fuse that causes a massive firework attack after a short time. So I guess it's going to be light the fuse, there's like, I don't know, we'll say the slow burn or the certain length of the fuse, and then it'll, you know, launch itself off. So if the big one matches Rising Fountain, I'll be pretty happy there. So we'll pick that up. We've got all those base upgrades now, we just need to check. Alright, so Stunning Sparkler and Booming Bouncer coming up. I'll base who I give those to. Nothing crazy. I mean, it's literally just from where you leave. So let's check it out first. 25? 30? Wow. That's actually really gonna come in handy. So that's good. Cracking up. 25, 38. Show off. That one was just A 3 times. Let me check it out here. So we still got that going. Okay, that's it. So the way it works is start the show is going to be your 1, 2, kind of, you know. I guess what it is show off just kind of comes in and takes over the 3rd slot on start the show. Because you press it 1, 2, 3, and then you shoot off those 3 fireworks. So 25 to 38, and they have good range. So that's good. Plus they look good. Definitely, I wish I would have done him on the 4th. I don't really think of like the Chinese dragon or the American. What colors do we have? We've got red, green, and blue. Whether those home in on the same thing, if it goes 75 plus, or they spread out in the trident, I don't know. They've done a little bit of everything, you know, so really no rhyme or reason, but still cool.
Yeah.
So let's see here. 3rd hit. That's gonna be too long. I'm gonna actually just put a carrot, and hopefully you know that I'm referencing start the show with that. So it didn't actually increase the damage per se, but you know, instead of having 25 to 38, you know, have a potential for 75 to 114, something like that. So not bad. Last one we've got is the big one. Hold attack 2 for a short time. That's going to be our A button. So let's check it out. Can't really tell what is happening. Oh, okay. So I guess this one is tail. Basically 2.5 seconds. I'm going to watch this and then I'm going to run time. Alright, so hold 2 seconds, and then I'm gonna get the count here. 12 seconds. 12-second lead time is what I'll call that. And now the damage. Let's move in here. Should be a good radius. I'll try it. Hopefully this does all 3 of them at least one. Otherwise we've wasted our time. Note that you do not have to hold the A button down after it's charged. You just kind of attack whatever it is. Is that a 120? That was pretty sweet. So again, we'll charge that up, and then I mean literally this whole time while that's doing staff attacks, whatever. So 120. Let's do that again and make sure that that's our standard number and not critical. If that's the case, we should see a 180. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that's standard. Could be wrong, but I don't think we'd see a critical that often. So 120 to 180, and it looks really cool. So basically, the thing is now I'm wondering if that's charged up, we can still do our bottom end attacks too. So My advice with this guy, anytime you got a lot of enemies, is always have that going, and then always be ready to unleash that. So he does really good damage, actually, so he's kind of growing on me. That said, what will the ultimate verdict be? That will largely depend on Showcase Path, Magnificent Parade, Stunning Sparker, and Booming Bouncer. So we'll go ahead and end this here, I guess. We'll come back in. Not exactly sure who's going to get what. I think this guy here is going to go down Magnificent Parade, and I don't know on the bottom end. I'll have to think about that, but I'm pretty sure he'll be Magnificent Parade, and then Jade will be the Showcase up top. So stay tuned for that. We'll take it from there, but you know the drill. Make sure you are subscribed. That'll keep you up with all the latest. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, and as always, if you take that link at the top of the video description box, you'll be directed to my website, oneofwisdom.com. You'll have exclusive access to my spreadsheet with all these damage numbers in it, as well as my analysis after the fact, where I kind of walk you through what upgrade paths I prefer and why, and then what I would recommend based on your particular playstyle. So be sure to check that out. Again, thanks for watching, and I will catch you back here next time.